Hey, yo, what's up? It's the man with the plan. I ain't Clark Kent, but some ladies do call me Superman. It's your boy, Big Cali.
Kelly the building.
Rare Artgoon.
And this is Artgoon Radio, man. Feeling good, feeling great. We back with our special guest for today.
Yes, sir.
Friends of the lifestyle, family.
Yep.
Hannah, Gianluca. Together it's
What's
called
up?
Heritage.
Hey.
Yes.
Man, welcome. I wish I had hand claps or something, but yeah. We'll just do that.
We'll take that.
So what's up, man? Welcome, y'all. Welcome, man.
Yo, Thanks for having
It's an honor to be here. You know?
You better stop it, man.
Artgoon, this is a rare experience.
It's a very rare
I've been watching
situation.
you guys since day one. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, we appreciate you, man. It's been crazy. It was a little deep in the beginning, but we here. We getting it. We getting it together, man. But no, man, I even remember back when you used to come to Treem's house a long time ago, but even before music or anything, that like...
Yeah, for jam sessions?
Yeah, we just be...
Why don't you guys do the jam sessions anymore?
Well,
we can pull
That's
up
a big
whenever.
question.
See, she coming in. Yeah, exclusive. Why not get it? We were just talking about exclusives.
I had no
And John
answer.
looking like, wait, what the fuck? Whoa.
I was like, what?
That wasn't a part of the interview?
Say something, Big Kelly.
My bad. I thought it was a discussion.
No. It definitely is. And, we're going to talk about our jam sessions that we got with your events, the Soul Pop sessions.
Yes.
We're going to bring that up a little bit later. No, definitely. But to bring it back, the reason we have y'all in because we were just, a lot of stuff. We were talking about music. We like to bring art for our format from this, to bring up artists.
Yeah.
Talking. You two are two people that I just first am a fan of. Like out the gate. Like just y'all music, the visuals. Shit's deep.
Thank you, Kelly.
You know where I met him?
No.
You don't know how I met you?
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, how'd y'all even how did this even start?
So you won a scholarship at the university that you went to?
Yeah, it was a business plan writing competition.
Mm-hmm. And my dad's girlfriend's, I think her old husband had left that for her. And
Shout out Papa Bear.
My dad goes in with her to, I guess, review.
Yeah,
whatever.
it was a Joe Patton Award. So he was on the panel of judges.
So what was this award for? Like, if you want to elaborate a little more, like, what was it? How'd you...
Well, I was always interested in entrepreneurship, and I was doing my undergrad, and the dean of business was like, yo...
What school is this?
La Sierra is the Power School of Business.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And
shout out.
The dean was like, yo, I know you're into entrepreneurship. We had this entrepreneur level, master's level entrepreneur class.
Right.
You just want to sit in? Because I was like, I can't afford it because I already have my credits. He said, no, you can just sit in. So I sat in.
Shout out the plug.
Blessings.
Blessings. And then they had a class competition. I was working on a business idea. I entered it. And I won, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
Everybody in that class hated you.
I'm about to say, had to.
No, for real, though.
I would be so mad if I paid for a class and it's some nigga that just came in. They ain't even a part of shit. Like, all right, I'm just sitting there. I'm just hanging out. You know what? Let me just enter this competition. Let me just see. And then the motherfucker wins. I'll be like,
How the hell did this happen?
Right. Who is this
What
nigga?
is life?
My dad, upon him winning, he was like, "Yo, I met this dude. I think you'll really fuck with him. Like, he got a big fro. He's a creative. He's an artist." He's like, so my dad and his John had, I'll call it an old people party. It was like nothing but old people at this party.
It was someone's birthday party.
It was my dad's birthday and her birthday. They're both Libras.
So wait, hold on, not to
Those are the
stop
best.
you. So the function, that's the root. So the function don't stop. So Papa Bear was having the function. You met him at the function.
At the function. So
Like,
he was, me and
it was just the old people function.
it was probably like 90% people over 50.
Damn.
And then it was me and Cassius and him.
Yeah.
I love that trio, by the way.
And he was playing the saxophone up there, swagging it out.
Dang.
And then after that, we just became really good friends.
Because I was in there and I was like, dang, you're the only person like my age. So I just went to the bar. I was like, what's up, guys?
You guys bonded off of the electric slide and
Exactly.
That's
book club
crazy.
shuffle.
That's crazy. So when did you meet? Did you meet Hannah actual
Probably
after?
maybe a few months after I met Hannah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Were you guys doing music at the time?
Had to be because I came to California.
No, bro. It's crazy because that was actually 2014.
Right.
And then, I think we didn't cross paths that much. And
Until when?
Until I think I reached out to you for that photo shoot.
Oh, the
With
Stillhouse. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, it's
that-
all coming
yeah.
together.
And that's when you met Hannah. That was like in
Okay.
2016.
16,
Yeah,
maybe.
we came to
yeah.
your house and you had that big mural. It was a big tree. And it was so
Yep.
detailed.
Kind of like this one
and
right
the
here.
photo shoot was
Yeah.
yeah.
It wasn't this one though.
No, it wasn't.
It's
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really long. Yeah.
This nigga Reem has a 12-foot painting in his house.
Pretty big.
He be climbing on
Beautiful.
ladders
Yep.
like Da Vinci.
Oh, yeah, so it's not too many niggas that as soon as you meet them as a friend, they throw you a plug, like just straight out the gate.
Right.
He
that's
had
true.
me with the Stillhouse, the alcohol company, doing photo shoots for them.
Damn.
Yep, just
So
straight out
that's
the
how
gate.
you even got the whole Stillhouse.
Yeah,
like,
through
meeting up.
Gianluca.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was actually one of the first like artist ambassadors on there, bro.
Yep.
Like first.
Before G-Eazy invested and took over the brand.
a year before, bro. He was an OG.
He did some Shark Tank and just bought the company.
Cashed out.
Damn, that's fucking crazy though.
Yes,
So,
sir.
Wow, and this is back in 2000,
14, 16, yeah.
16.
Yeah.
So it was 2 years that y'all was just kind of like in the wind, like not even seeing each other. But that first impactful meeting at that function brought it up, and you're just
Yeah.
like, Treem, that would be a perfect person for this campaign.
It's like edgy, artistic entrepreneur. I was like, well,
I'm your guy.
That's deep.
I
That's
know
deep.
one guy.
So
Yeah.
just so again, I want to know because a lot of people don't know you're both from Bermuda. I can never say this correctly.
Bermuda.
Bermuda.
Boom.
Hey, sorry. I love that. I was about to really turn up. You took me to another place for a second. That was great. Memories, man. Shout out to man. Dre B knows. Nah, man. But so from Bermuda. When did you guys actually come out here to America? Ooh, that's so unprofessional. 'Cause
I thought it was like a part of like, like.
nah, definitely. We're rolling
That's a
through.
sick sample, bro. That sounded authentic.
Weren't we just talking about iMessages that were popping up on the screen? I was like, yeah, see? Exactly.
Getting you in trouble.
Everything's all entwined
Damn,
anyway.
Big C. Look at you.
Fucking
Phone ringing and shit.
I can't with you. I can't. Why did that happen? Hold on. Okay, they're all silent.
No,
anyway.
but wait. Before they came out here, when did you start doing music? When did y'all both start doing music?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you go first, Gianluca.
Why? Okay.
Do your thing.
I started playing saxophone at 8,
Damn.
and my mom was a singer in church.
Okay.
So I was singing from, I don't know, whenever she started making me sing in church. So
beginning of time.
Yeah. You know how that goes. Go say this Bible
crazy.
verse. You know?
Right.
Yeah. So that's where I started.
Well, I started off in dance when I was about 10-ish. And then by the time I was 19
She
or
was-
so,
By the time she was 19, she was famous in Bermuda.
that's so untrue.
That's
talk.
I mean, the
deep.
island is only yay big, right? So it's like, how hard is it?
No, don't let her belittle. I don't wanna. I'm not gonna cut you off. I'm just gonna
Man, let
add
her know.
to Let me tell you, like, so, like, you know how you grew up in certain. I don't know how it is out here, but in Bermuda, it's like you can see somebody because you see everybody,
Yeah.
but you just know they just different.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I went to boarding school when I was 16.
Yeah.
But like you check in on Bermuda and be like, oh, dancer, this is out here doing this internationally. It's touring here. It's just a celebrity. And every once in a while they make a cameo in church. You're like, oh dang,
Yeah.
they must be off tour for like a day or something.
And then the guy that you grew up with in church comes to you and be like, hey, here's my number and my email if you ever want to pray.
Hold up.
yo,
You came through with the email?
come on, no, it was Skype, bro.
It was Skype.
It was Skype, bro.
Wow.
Hey,
The virtual prayer session. I feel
No,
you.
serious.
it was
I feel you.
it was an angel investment.
Yeah. So I started teaching myself guitar at like 20.
Damn.
And then, still doing it still.
Okay. So, man, the musical background. So, what's like the music scene like out there in Bermuda? Like, what's popping out there? Like, who'd you guys grow up listening to
Dang.
as kids? Like, what like, put us on out there? Because I'm always interested in music from other places. Who's like some of like the lit artists out there that's like running the whole shit out there?
Man,
You mean like from Bermuda?
Yeah.
Man, there's a few artists that are really, really, really dope.
I mean, Man, growing up is interesting because Bermuda's very much, we're not in the Caribbean, but we
Right.
like pertain to the Caribbean lifestyle and culture.
Right.
You know, so like, man, I was like dancehall, man.
Period.
Dancehall.
Damn.
Period.
Like man, you had
She said period.
You had Bob Marley, right? Bob Marley was like that's that's the veteran stuff. Like you understand
Yeah.
that, but like
the Sizzla
dancehall.
Kalonjis, the
Dr. Evil,
Buju
bro.
Buntons, the
Okay, I know.
Okay, yeah, I know.
Walk like
that
a
was for
champion,
sure.
talk like a
Hey,
champion.
hey. Sorry, my bad. I got deep for a second. I close my eyes.
yeah.
Nah, so that's who y'all really basically grew up listening to a lot of basic dance hall, stuff like that.
So
That was,
pop- I
Dancehall,
mean-
calypso.
Yeah, like pop culture, man. For that, I mean, I grew up in the church, you know, so I had a lot of gospel. So even listen to like our music, like I grew up sitting in front of church from like 11, 12, just playing along with the service. So you picking up all that. I mean, gospel music is fusion, man. It's R&B, it's funk, it's salsa,
Yes.
it's everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you tie that in with like dancehall. It's a whole vibe.
I can only
man.
imagine that in church.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
cracking
That's
is that?
lit.
It's dope.
so that's what church
Dance
music
hall
was
thing?
in Bermuda?
Oh no.
I'm like, y'all was just like,
Again, Gianluca and
boom, dun, 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 and then
I
just
mean,
start breaking
okay,
down.
it depends.
Like in church, I'm with that.
No, I mean, yo, Ty Trebet, you know, her,
Oh, you're right.
Ty Trebet, he be doing it.
Hey, Ty Trebet is
Donnie
actually, I've
McClurkin,
seen him live at a church before, and it was lit.
Crazy.
First of all, his choir's all in sync with him. Like you could tell they practice. Like he really be like, go. When I dip, you dip. Like he be doing it. It's beautiful.
choreography.
On deck. On deck. Yeah, man. But I don't know, man. I want to go out there and see what's up though, because it's y'all music. When I hear it, it's on some other kind of vibe. But yeah, it's so current and new.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know I've never heard it before. If that makes sense.
It's a
that was a
melting
real
pot.
DJ answer that you just gave. Right?
I did.
New type of vibe, current and new.
It's like a melting pot because Bermuda's so close to America,
Right.
being only like 700 miles off of North Carolina.
Yeah.
But then you have people, from the West Indies, Africa, literal India. Like it's a melting pot of culture. So
Yeah.
that's what our music brings. And we have that dance hall feel, we have the calypso feel, but we have the pop soul too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
So when did you come out here to America?
2010. I came.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bro,
Hey,
hey,
almost a decade.
Bro, September is gonna be 9 years, bro.
Wow.
Longer than I've ever been in one
Crazy.
country.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
How was it like that first week?
Yeah, like how was the transition?
Bro, hey, yo. I came straight from Europe, bro. I was in Spain for 3 years.
Oh, wow.
So I was hella metrosexual, bro.
Wearing flip flops and vests.
No, hey, bro, I had this V-neck, bro. It came down to like tight V-neck down to here.
Damn, that DV.
I was wearing what they called capris, bro, flip flops with braids, bro, with beads. I'm like metrosexual.
And you know that little
That's
Wayne
metro.
scarf?
Sean
The
Paul,
little
bro.
Wayne scarf that he used to wear?
Yep.
Around his neck.
Yeah, like one
Damn.
time, bro.
You were not playing.
Nah, people thought, yo, real talk. People were like, yo, I thought you were gay, bro.
They weren't ready.
Bro,
They
I-
weren't ready for the vibe. They
I
knew
was
it was
like-
something new. Like I said.
Yeah, that's it, yo. But
Should just blew him a kiss.
nah, in California, you gotta be clear. Ain't no blurred lines.
Hey,
You
I'm so glad you know that.
You're absolutely right.
don't play that fence.
Right.
You better be confident and know who you
Because
are.
they will try. They will find out. They will push the issue.
In California, they
No,
will.
hey, it's direct. It's
will
black or
push
white.
it,
You
though.
see
Yeah,
what-
yeah,
see
yeah.
what- see
What about you, Hannah? When did you come out here?
I came here about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Top
Whoa.
of 2016.
Oh, that's recent.
Yeah.
How was the transition?
Yeah.
Well-
Talk about it. It's okay. It's right. It's the same place.
Go ahead.
Well,
Yeah.
first
Well, go
off,
ahead now, child.
fuck America. No,
No, serious. No, I wouldn't go that far, but it's like I was in New York. I was between New York, Atlanta, and Bermuda for like 7 years.
That's a crazy mixture of energy.
yeah,
New York to Atlanta is already crazy.
it is. So,
Those are your 2 pit stops in America?
but
Was it
guess
New
what
York?
though? California is the perfect balance of them all.
Yeah.
It really, really, really is. Besides the long distance traveling you got to do.
Yeah.
Right.
But,
That's the word. I
Mercy.
feel you.
But that's the only hardest transition I've had, and you know,
What's the I didn't know what the is. The and the pause.
Because
You trying to train?
when I first
Keep
got
looking at
here,
him. I don't know what this
I look straight.
We've been through some things.
We've been through it all, motherfucker.
we've been through some things. Jang-a-lang.
What do we all sharp? I'm just like,
We've been through some things. But yeah, when I first got here, Gianluca was in a unpaid internship, and I would just move from Bermuda because I turned down a record deal in New York. So when I turned down that record deal, I went back home to Bermuda. And then his band came to Bermuda and was like, hey, you want to headline with us? And so we did that. Then they left and I came out here and they were like, yo, you want to do a SoCal tour with us? And then I did that and I ended up staying. So
Damn.
The
wasn't
classic
really-
Cali
Exactly.
vortex of staying in
Exactly.
California.
Little black hole.
Couple tours, some good jam sessions. It'll do it. I feel you.
So I wasn't really prepared to stay. I really wasn't. So
No one ever is.
hey, real talk. I would say this though. She had about 5 pieces of clothing, bro.
Yeah.
But the way she mixed it, it was like 20 outfits, bro.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta get creative. You know what I'm
What you
saying?
call swag.
Yo, that Ferrari jacket she was telling you about earlier, that thing's been a skirt, it's been a top,
Damn.
Yeah.
it's been a jacket.
That's what you gotta do, though.
Yeah,
It's
but
wicked.
That's rare. I hope y'all hear that. Those are some gems right there,
Yo.
man.
Yeah.
You turned a 5 to a 20.
Yeah.
Low key. That's what it is.
No,
She
real
flipped
talk.
it. She flipped the outfits.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, when'd you get that? Oh, it's just this, but I did. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
That's that versatility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hence
So-
Fashion Slayer. You know
Hence,
what I'm saying? See,
yes.
just throw that in there. Kilo around the way on that one.
And when I say like I wasn't ready for the transition, we wrote Fashion Slayer couch hopping. We were literally homeless for a minute. I wouldn't say homeless. We never like slept on the street, but we definitely were couch hopping.
Definitely
for
weren't
sure.
in the lease.
Luckily, you had a comfortable car and then some reliable friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Dang, and this is all in LA, or were you like bouncing around like even different states doing this? Or
no, it's just in LA.
No, this was probably ranging from LA up to Simi Valley.
Yeah.
Like we was in what's the other place? Lake, what's it called? Hills. something.
I
West
can see
Hills.
this is dark.
I don't
can
want to
see
go
it.
back there.
I know. I can see.
Right.
No, it's
But
in
nah.
West Hills, Simi
Yeah.
Valley. Now we're in Riverside.
Echo Park.
Okay.
It was
Echo
all
Park.
over, man.
Man.
Dang, you hit all the corners.
Bro, at one
You
point,
hit it.
bro,
This
I've
is the
been
real
there.
LA shit.
No, it's crazy. At one point, I was sleeping in the living room of an ex-girlfriend, bro.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, getting locked out, cursed at. It was crazy.
That was weird.
That was crazy, bro. Like,
Damn.
but it was like it was.
Damn. You had to do what you had to do.
But at the same time, it was like you appreciate the notion because like you're letting me stay here.
Yeah.
But in retrospect, you're like, yo, what was? Where am I?
Exactly.
What
I
is
would
like?
hate to wake up every morning.
Where am I?
Cause I had kind of like a similar thing when I was in Atlanta. Cause when I got my second year of school, I lost my financial aid, but I didn't want to come home at all.
Yeah.
And I wasn't coming home. Like that was already in my head. It was too turnt out there. So basically I just couch surfed from dorm to dorm to dorm to dorm to dorm. And I was working at a radio station, V103. I was working at the radio, so I had it figured out. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna couch surf, and I'm always in the club and working, and then while they're in school, I'll sleep, and then I'll do it. And then I had a whole bunch of homegirls, so it just worked out. And I was just boom, 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 doing that, but that's not real life.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do that. Eventually, you're the nigga on the couch.
Bro.
Eventually, you're the nigga on the couch.
Yeah, literally.
I don't care how cool you are.
I can't accept that.
I don't care how tight
I can't
you
accept
are.
that for too long.
Yeah.
I'll never forget, bro. One time I was like, because I was working. It wasn't like I wasn't working, bro. I had an unpaid internship. Like these dudes straight
Not
face
nice.
were like if I was late, they'd be upset. And like it's like
LA shit, bro.
bro, it's like I'm so like just like confused like how this works. Anyway, so like I called her like, yo, are you gonna be home? Yeah, I'll be there. Like, bro, I'm in the car 45 minutes later. Bro, and it's like, yo, just wait, I'll be there when I'm there. And I realized like, bro, you know, like you gotta fix your life, bro. This is your fault. Like, you know?
Yeah, man.
But it's
I've been there too, brother.
Yeah.
But it's you do it because you have a purpose, man. That's it's like I'm not complaining. Like Hannah's not complaining. Like
Yeah.
yo, it's just it gave us the album to write. You know.
Yeah.
Yep. When did you guys become like an official group, Heritage? Because you guys started out jamming out and just, like linking on some music stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then that evolved into a group.
So, man,
What was it, 2014 or 2015? You asked me to sing Summertime.
so 2014, I wrote the song called Summertime Again.
Yeah.
And then it was winter of 2014, I sent the song over to Hannah. She liked it, she recorded it, and then we performed that song in the summer of 2015.
And you knew Hannah was doing music at the time, and she was doing. Was this at the same time when you were doing with the label? You were dealing with the label, so you were already having like your own separate
Yeah.
whole situation, and he just
Yeah.
sent you a song like, "Hey, I just want you to collab
No,
on this."
I pitched her, bro. Like, he's on. Like,
This is a businessman, just to let you know.
I already
first.
know.
First, when I tell you Hannah was a celebrity, is it in Bermuda? Like, I'm not exaggerating, bro. I caused like.
I love her humbleness right now. She's
my
like,
God.
I was like,
I'm like, please
good
stop.
afternoon, Miss Eggen. If you're available, I'd like to pitch 2 songs to you. If you could just.
Literally set up a meeting and all,
No,
like writing
bro,
out reasons
let's
why I
go.
should do it.
Real talk, guys. Like I said, these are 2 songs I've written. I really appreciate if you consider them.
Yeah.
If you like one, it'd be great to have
So
you sing on it. You know,
professional.
like
Perfect.
come on,
perfect.
bro. At the angel investment, bro. You know,
That's real.
yeah. So that's how it started, man.
That turned into the heritage. When did you guys start like performing and everything together and making like compiling albums and really going in the studio?
2016.
Yeah, summer 2016 is when cause I started the band Heritage in 2010. It was just an instrumental band.
Yeah.
You know, and we went under HTG for a while, right? You know, and that happened all throughout college, but it was like pop fusion, instrumental. That's why we had to ask Hannah, because nobody was singing.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's the current band that you still use today, same members and everything.
They come in and out sometimes, but now
Right.
it's Heritage the Duo. Like, we've changed the whole branding. Like, Heritage is still the name.
That's the
Right.
new
but
Instagram, by the way.
Instagram is Heritage the Duo.
Great plug. I like your sound. I love that.
Heritage to do it.
Heritage to do. Nah, man.
Yeah, so, yeah, man. But 2016,
Yeah.
that's when we started
And
like,
then
writing.
when I came to LA, we did that SoCal tour. We started writing then
Yeah.
during that winter vibe, and then started there.
Yeah.
And now we have the color blue.
Let's go.
That's crazy, man. But what was the first song that y'all recorded or that y'all actually put out? And y'all was like, okay, we're going to push this thing. I know the one I first heard was Red Lips. That was the first one I
Let's
heard.
start there.
Let's call that the first single.
Yeah.
See, see, I hope the internet searches and I hope they find the real first single out there.
No, Red Lips is the first one.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Anything before that, that's
That was just practice. That was just to figure it out.
Yeah, we're still finding each other within the music, like different perspectives, different practices in the studio, different techniques, and you know, just learning how to gel together.
Yeah.
Feel that.
Well, one of the things I say that drew me to you guys is you guys came with a total package. And when I say total package is when I first heard of you guys, it was like, first I met Gianluca just from coming to the mansion jamming out. And then like it was like some years later, Reem was like, hey, we about to go to this rooftop event.
Yeah.
It's about to be popping. And I was like, he was like, it's Gianluca's event. It's about to be great. I'm like, oh, okay, he about to just throw the event. I didn't really know what was going on, but I was like, again, we brought up the function. Reem recommends something. You really don't question it
Pull
too
up
much.
with me.
All right.
You be good.
All right, so I was like, all right, let's go. So we go there, we walk in. As soon as I walk in, first of all, I see a bunch of people that look like they're very in the high credit score range of where in life. Everyone looked very comfortable. They had the good linen on.
Yeah.
You know, when you see good linen and sandals, you know everyone's having a good time.
Right.
Okay? Everyone was drinking wine.
Big
I
facts.
saw the sweet potato fries everywhere. It was beautiful. It was great. And I remember sitting down and we were chilling, and I was like, okay, cool. And then I heard the music, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh, this is the Laguna.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
That was part of the
That
swaggiest
was the
venue.
shit.
Yeah.
When I was there, I was
Very
like, okay, I won in. I was like, okay, this is happening. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't
You
know
guys
how
are
to.
so posted through. You guys came through.
I just want to shout out these, when I say loyalty.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
I mean, California, Los Angeles, y'all know what's out here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
You already know.
y'all know what's out here.
Never missed enough said.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, you guys, man, it's like that. It's like, you know, in your high school, and you have like in high school, you can have like 10 homies, bro, and you're tight with all 10 of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then after high school, that's like virtually impossible.
Yeah,
It's like you have one
Adults
homie, you're
don't
like,
make new friends.
yeah, that's rare. You guys were like,
Right.
you guys are like those 10 homies.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Respect.
And it's like,
respect.
it's
Easy call, and we feel the same way too.
That's love, man.
Yeah, but so I just, man, that's why, like, whenever I can, when I had it, yo, we
Yeah.
shout, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yo, even the videos we did, the first 3 music videos we put out
Yeah.
in that, in 2017, you were over in your stuff, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
This is true.
These are all facts, man.
Yep.
But that's why really I was like, we have to bring you on this platform and talk about your story because we've watched it. Kind of, especially Reem is like kind of narrated it at least to us like, hey man, this nigga Gianluca, man, he saxophone, he do it. Then,
Right,
then when I heard Hannah's voice, I was like, wait a minute.
They got
Hold
a package
on.
thing going on.
It's like you almost fall in love for 10 minutes. You have to. You hear Red Lips with the bass, then you hear the fucking the saxophone comes in. You just, oh my God, hold on, what is going on? And this
Appreciate
motherfucker.
you.
So it was beautiful. But that's what I mean by a total package because then it came with an event. Every time I saw y'all, it was y'all throwing your event or doing something. Y'all had something to do. It wasn't like. Y'all was like, okay, well, we're just gonna wait and come to California and then we're gonna record a lot of music and then hope someone gets us a tour and hope a promoter books us at this place and this place. And I'm sure you guys went through that, at least. But at
Sell
least
30 tickets so you can make $5.
Exactly.
the good old Hollywood jug. Like,
That's a great business plan. This is wonderful.
everyone has bought a ticket to the Key Club for somebody or the Roxy or someone in little clubs, and it is what it is.
The thing that I really like about the rooftop affair that you talking about is like the type of people that come to your events.
Definitely.
Right.
It's always beautiful people. It's always like swagged out. They always
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
It's just like a very good curated
Yeah.
type of event.
I think my favorite
Thank
one
you.
was the Treehouse one.
I like
Yeah.
As far as performance, the
Yeah.
venue though, Laguna was that was swagged out.
that. Yep.
Yeah,
But
man.
the performances were great that night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Shout out to all the artists who come.
Oh, yeah. You know?
Bro, but a
And the
lot-
last one too though was tight because that venue was super intimate. I never been to that one.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Soul
that's
Pop
Lexington.
session.
I pulled up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Soul Pop
Yeah, the
session.
Lexington.
And that's what I was gonna talk about too, because it's crazy when you're talking about business proposal. John, he hits me up, and it's so funny. He's like, I have to hit him. I'm like, bro, I fuck with you, right? You my nigga. Like, I'm not gonna really ever tell you no. He be like, Big C, my brother,
Hey, he had to set it up.
and he knows I'm in sales too, so I love a good pitch. I'm like, all right, talk to me, player. He like, look, bro, we gonna come, we gonna do some jams. I just need the vibes, okay? I just need whatever that rare fat player vibes you do. I just need that. And I was like, dog, I got you. He was like, okay, we just gonna put it together out the mud. I was like, bro, don't even talk. He's like, nah, but it's gonna be. I'm like, bro, we doing it, dog. He's like, yeah, now I'm hype. All right. And it's like he just wanted that reaction. I feel you because you're passionate about this shit.
Yeah.
And you can see it in your events. You can see it. You were there.
Yeah.
And I was telling Reem, I remember one of the first Soul Pop sessions I did with you guys, your events you do in LA. When the first one I pulled up, Hannah, you were leading the boat when I walked in.
Yeah.
You were talking to every artist, the sound dude, the owner, the dude. All right, you go over there. We need to, hey, we got 30 minutes. Doors. What's good? Big C, hello, love you. Go over there, though. What's good? And I was like, okay, I feel you, my nigga. Good shit.
Yo,
Yeah,
time-
get it together.
Time management, boy.
And it went perfectly.
Thank you.
Always without a hitch. And you guys are throwing and creating these events and giving a lot of artists platforms. So kudos to y'all because like most artists, especially you guys are on the come up. And that's why you guys are on the come up and you guys could choose like, okay, well maybe I'm just going to throw my own concerts, just me, and that's it. Every day I just want to no, you're like, I want as many artists. If you do music, come through.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that is not around in the industry right now, in the ecosystem. You don't see that.
Nah, not really.
Niggas are always trying to like, okay, well, what can you do for me? Like, what's up? Like, you didn't have
If
to.
it doesn't serve me, I don't want it. That's the
Exactly.
new mentality. Let's
Yep.
laugh.
How much am I getting paid?
Exactly.
Nah, I'm cool.
Exactly.
You know, it's funny. That was like one of my main problems when I first started DJing. I'm not gonna lie.
What's your budget, fam?
And Reeve had to like cuss me out like for 2 years
I was there for a couple of them
straight.
cuss outs.
Cause he'll be like, "Hey, yo, Big C, so I want you to DJ this, art thing over there, with you." I'm like, "All right, so when I'm getting paid?" He'd be like, "What?" Like he looked at me as if I like called him a bitch or something. Like I really could say, he's like, motherfucker, what?
Ain't no payment, B.
He said, my nigga, he said, hey, Feo has dropped 10 albums since high school. Speak has dropped 13. After One has done music, and you're talking about fucking payment?
Right.
Yeah.
He said, how
First
long
thing
have
out your mouth is how much you getting
you,
paid.
he said, how long have you DJ'd? Who have you sold out on just you?
Come on now, ego.
I was like,
Answer that. Answer that.
And you know what I
Ego
did? I
call
said,
for real.
all right, cool. Well, let me get my shit. I'm going to be in the car. Let's just go and see what's up. And then I go there and I actually get the plug.
Yeah.
Right. That's the
And
whole
that's how
thing.
it always works out.
Your network
not
is
about-
your network.
It's just going.
Period.
Forget getting paid. It's networking.
And
Yep.
That is your payment.
So through Reem, that's how I met you.
Yeah.
And now we're doing the Soul Pop sessions. And if you want to talk about that, a little overview of what that event is that you guys create with that before we go into your music portion, I want to know what is it to you, or give people an overview of what Soul Pop session is.
Okay, well, I'll give you a perfect example. Artgoon Radio. What do you guys do here? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Just an organic experience.
it's an organic experience built around what?
Music, art.
What the
And
art and music
community.
you do.
Yeah,
You see what
right.
I'm saying? So like when you talk about music, it's probably After One. You see what I'm saying? Or when you're talking about art, it's probably your paintings.
Yeah.
When you're talking about fashion, you know what I'm saying? It's
UTV.
There you go.
Yeah.
So for us, Soul Pop Sessions is kind of like the same thing that you guys are doing here. Soul Pop Sessions is our living room. This is the Artgoon living room.
right.
Soul Pop Sessions is our living room. And like I can't invite everybody to my house, but you can all come to the living room at Soul Pop Sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up.
You know?
That
And
was
that's-
a beautiful description.
Yeah.
He's so eloquent. So eloquent.
God, yeah, I hear that. I was like, God, I want to go to his house.
I want to cut. Can I come?
Nah, man, but
Yeah.
I love it because I remember when you were pitching it to me, you were like, all right, look, you're gonna DJ in the beginning, and then we're just gonna open it up, and it's gonna be an open mic. And I'm like, open mic?
Yeah, that was tight. The last
Okay.
one.
I was like, but
Yo,
you
yo.
gotta realize, bro, it hasn't happened yet. So in my head, I'm like, open mic, what, a fucking comedian's gonna come up here and start doing magic or something? I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm like, you know what? It's Gianluca. It's Hannah.
Yeah, man.
He's never, ever let me down.
Right.
Ever. I can't think of one event that's
Yeah.
ever been waxed. I was like, fuck it, let's do it. All right, what do you want?
It was tight.
Nigga, when I tell you I seen so much artistry in that room.
Yeah.
Poetry.
Poet, like,
Yeah.
beautiful. The dude came in with the extra, that crazy
That
electro.
Iwi.
The dude whistling. This dude whistled a jazz solo.
He was
bro.
Yeah.
whistling.
What?
He was like,
And then he started playing the saxophone with his whistle. It was a lot.
Bro.
it was dope.
It was dope.
dope.
Very dope.
So, yeah, man. So,
So that's what Soul Pop Sessions is.
yeah,
For
I
real.
mean,
It's like it's a collective of artists coming together to just free up and express. It's a safe space for you to express yourself and introduce yourself to a new audience.
right.
It's our living room.
And honestly, it's like the Laguna, fire.
Yeah.
Right.
The Treehouse Rooftop, fire.
Right.
But the bigger the venue, the more the businessman we have to be.
Yeah.
Because then I got to start really scrutinizing. Like I had one girl headline once, and she brought out probably like 4 people. Now I didn't feel negative towards her, but that affects my bottom line. You see what I'm saying?
And let these people know.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And the thing is, like,
Transparency.
it's not even about making profit sometimes. Bro, I'm trying to break even.
At least.
Yeah.
At least.
You know what I'm
Can I at
saying?
least not paid for the event? Like,
Yeah,
Like
you know,
$500 in the hole.
exactly. And I was like, yo, like in back of my mind, I was like, yo, I'm about to become an LA promoter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to be looking at dudes' numbers. I'm about to see how many views you got. You know, I'm about to ask you, what is your average pay? Like,
Exactly.
and I was
Now,
like, yeah.
I have a question, not to
Yeah.
cut you off, but just so we can bring something to it, because I remember you were saying earlier that you were in an unpaid internship starting off,
Yeah,
and now you're throwing events.
yeah.
What in the middle, like what happened, if you don't mind me asking, like what was the come up? What was like the moments of like, okay, I started doing this and this came to this for people, because I know people listen to this and they want to come to California.
Yeah.
They want to come to California and go for the big dream, but you might have to be in an unpaid internship.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then they always hear the story like, I was in an unpaid internship, but now I'm doing this and I'm doing this. But it's like, what happened in between that?
Yeah.
That had it. So like, what advice or what did you go through or do through that whole thing?
You want to go?
I'll start off by saying preparation plus opportunity
Yes.
equals success.
Yeah.
Preach.
Like you have to be open to opportunities without without daggering people on your way.
Mercy.
Yes. Burning bridges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't burn those bridges, but you have to be supportive of people around you and give what you want to receive.
Right.
Yeah.
And beautiful people will be invited into your life
Yep.
and believe in you for you, despite what you are bringing to the table. They believe in who you are as a soul. Like they
Yeah.
believe in you,
Yep.
and they'll pour into you.
Facts.
That's real.
Yeah.
Hey, I hope y'all heard that. Hope y'all, if y'all got that, write that down. Put that in. But nah, definitely because I think it's a leap of faith of having that.
No,
Don't be afraid of hard work.
Like,
you gotta learn to downsize. Like just but the event. All those other venues are fire, but this venue's a lot smaller.
Right.
Why? Because I can shift my focus. You see what I'm saying? Like when I first came here with Hannah, you know, it's like you went the world like, yo, famous before I graduate, millionaire before I'm 30. That's been me since 2010. Like all I do is work. Why? Because well, I'm not famous enough yet, and it was not exactly 6 figures in the account yet. You know what I'm
Real
saying?
shit,
You
real
know what I'm
shit.
saying? I need 9. You feel me?
Right.
Straight
You
up.
know, so it's but you gotta downsize. And I was like, yo, I wanna do this event. What's the point of it? Is the point to pack out 500 people every time I do it? Or create a really dope movement that can be consistent and affordable
Yeah.
and eventually pay for itself?
Yeah.
Yep.
Straight up.
So what happened between the internship and this? A lot of hard lessons in understanding the art of downsizing.
Yeah.
That's real.
damn.
The art of downsizing, and also within creating a movement, creating a service. We are servicing other artists, and
Yeah.
we're servicing people who are music lovers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's a movement, but a supportive movement.
Yeah, but to get
rough.
details, it was rough.
Hey,
It was hard.
but then that's where you can, you know, it's real shit. Real shit.
Just in case you thought that sounded real nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
How much can it be?
You just work really hard and you'll get it. Like,
Yeah,
nah,
man.
my nigga, it's deep.
No.
But that's where you can hear it in the music though.
Yeah.
And you can hear it in your chords. You can hear it in the chord progression and the way you put shit together and the way, you know, that's why I'm excited for the album. And that's where I wanted to go into even the first single, Fashion Slayer. Like, just getting with that song alone, like, what? Because the way I remember you were, when I watched the interview or when I was doing my research, you were saying, you know, you had these pair of shoes, or was it if you can elaborate if you want to for me.
Oh, side note, I just want to say, yo, this guy, I tell you, we dropped the Fashion Slayer music video,
Right.
right? And like, it was, everything is rough. I don't care what creative you are.
Yeah.
Like, you know it's rough.
Yeah.
But that's a part of that's how it just works.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, I was excited, but at the same time, I was like, man, it's finished, but I'm tired.
Right.
And then I got this FaceTime call from Big Ken. This dude don't FaceTime people. I don't know. He just don't. You don't come across as a FaceTime type of dude.
I FaceTime more people than you think. Trust me. Trust me, it gets crazy. Sometimes but how about this? If I FaceTime you, it's because I need to see everything. I need that other 75% of the conversation.
I need
If
the
I just
excited
call you,
back.
I need that.
Yeah, no.
I need that.
You FaceTime, and this dude just gave me the biggest compliment ever to me and Hannah on Fashion Slayer. So I just want on air. I want to thank you for that, bro.
I appreciate it. No, that's
Because
real shit.
I was on time.
That's real.
Yeah.
It's a
On
great
time, yeah.
song.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying, like, when would develop that song? Why that song, the push that it went? You push Red Lips, we can go back to Red Lips also,
Yeah.
but Fashion Slayer, y'all been like
Push.
going with that. What made that come about?
Man, Fashion Slayer was written like in the heat of it, man. In the heat of it. Hannah and I, you were both living in 2 different places
Right.
that we weren't paying rent for, really, you know, and they were with people who I had a previous business with that had failed, and I hadn't got paid, so I was like, I'm finna live here rent free because this is my back pay.
Real shit.
Since no one, you know, but this is life. It's good people. It's just that we were all in a very unfortunate situation, you know, and we hadn't written for a while, and so we got a bunch of like,
We had yeah.
Go
It
ahead.
was a hard time.
no, yeah, we got some instrumentals off of YouTube. I was like, yo, let's just write, and whatever comes to your mind, like you get one take. Like we don't have time for no messing around.
So you started with the instrumentals just straight off of YouTube.
Straight
just
off
going
YouTube.
in like,
Just-
fuck
Yep.
it. We need some beat. We just
Yo,
need to
we
get
ain't got
this
time
out.
to no. We're gonna write to this, you know. So
Real shit.
we sit
Yeah.
down, come up with a hook. All right, I'll go in the closet. You go on the couch, write your verse. We come back, spit it first time, next song. No overdubs, no retakes, because We just need to get whatever's inside of us out.
Right.
You know?
The
And we-
purge.
yeah, bro. And-
Right.
And I was broke. I was broke at the time. But I had to go to these fancy events. And like, Hannah would tease me. She'd be like, yo, Gianluca, like, you're too corporate, bro. Like, you gotta relax. Like, you're not working, you're not intern no more, bro. Like, you're an artist. Like,
Let's go, Hannah. Let's go, Hannah.
it's like, you gotta iron that out, homie. Like,
Sometimes you know, but sometimes you need that word.
Yeah.
Especially for someone close. Y'all grew up with each other.
Yeah.
Like y'all known each other for like a while.
I can be
Yeah.
honest with you, and you take it, and you took it.
No, I mean, it was good information. Like, Hannah's like, she's like, we work together, but we're polar opposite. You see what I'm saying? And now that clashes sometimes, but that's
I'm sure.
you know,
I'm sure.
mostly because it's her fault. But you know, if you like,
We dropping bombs here.
y'all know I'm joking. Y'all know I'm joking. But it works out. It's a fair balance, you know. So
Right.
sometimes it's good to get that contrast. So she's
Yeah.
like, bro, like you gotta change your swag, bro. Like you too
This guy's
corporate.
coming with like friggin' checker button ups.
I was gonna
and,
say,
like,
what was the swag?
slacks.
What was he? I need a visual. Of what was
First
the
of all,
outfit?
A notch above the Spain swag.
No, it was. All right, let's rewind this. First of all, it was swag, but wrong industry. Okay, I just want to clarify that. It was corporate swag.
You would have been the bee's knees in somebody's office.
Hey, secretary would have been like, hey.
It was that unpaid internship, man. He was just
now,
getting it in,
come
man.
now.
So anyway, I caught some skinny jeans, bro, from Topman clearance sale. I got 2 Chelsea suede boots on clearance sale.
Okay.
And when I left Bermuda, my mom gave me my inheritance, bro. She gave me these Giorgio Armani sunglasses that she bought 1980, bro.
Damn.
They're gorgeous.
She
They are
bought
good shades.
1980. She bought them in London, bro. And this was my prize. It was like when I put this on, I was Superman. You know, it was my suit. So we was writing the song, and then like the boots were sitting there, and I was like, "Yo, feel good in my Chelsea suedes, skinny jeans, you know." And then like Hannah, her hair would be bouncing, okay, hair flowing in a breezy way, and I was like, "Yo, this is our anthem." Like, you know, it's like the fashion slay. Like, what is it? Like, you see Hannah's shirt has the definition.
Yeah, if y'all can see it right there, definitely.
The one who displays
Displays confidence in whatever
Whatever
they
they-
wear. She's a fashion slayer.
Yeah,
Straight up.
and that's the concept. Like, I was like, yo, life sucks right now, but yo, you got your breezy hair. I got my Chelsea boots and skinny jeans. Yo, we could put on our shades, and we're in the words of Big C, we're fire.
Feeling great.
Yeah. And we're from Bermuda. Bermuda's a very vibrant and you know, fashionable place.
Right.
You know, you can't walk out the house in a wife beater and some wrinkled up jeans. So you gotta be swags.
Was
Right,
this a one
straight
take
up.
song? Did
I mean,
you guys one take that one? Was
mean,
this like a one and done or?
the version you hear now.
Yeah. We definitely redid the instrumental.
Yeah, no,
Like-
it's no longer in YouTube beat.
No, and it's
Straight
nowhere
up.
close to it, just to clarify, you know.
Yeah. And I was gonna say, did you guys produce and you guys all produce, and then with the band that you guys have right now, or was it different people that worked on the track, or like what went behind that song a little bit?
We co-produce.
Yeah.
We co-produce. So it's I guess we'll take it up to like 60%, 50%. So we'll have the song, we'll have the lyrics, we'll have the melody, we'll have the structure, the basic chord progressions, and then we work with 2 producers. It was
Tommy D.
Tommy D
Okay.
and Evan Palmer. These are 2 producers we work with. There's like one's in LA and one's in Inland Empire.
Right.
You know, it's kind of
You
poetic.
gotta have that balance.
It's kind
Yeah.
of
You
poetic.
gotta
It's
definitely
like-
have that balance,
That's
for
the life,
sure.
you know. So it's like,
Was that the studio that I went to?
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reem's heard the whole album, bro. He's heard
Hey,
the whole album. He's heard the whole album.
I be pulling up, man.
Ring me pulling up.
Loyal.
But you know what? And this is what I was saying. I'm glad you brought up the album, because the question I was gonna have is, I was watching actually, what was it called? IG Live, and it was with the singer Sid the Kid from the internet, if you know.
She's so dope.
Yeah, she was going live, and she was basically, I wouldn't call it a rant, because she was really just talking like in her room, eating sushi, kind of on some swag, and I was just watching it at work. So I was watching it, and then literally she was talking like, hey man, like I make music for me. I make so much music all the time, but I don't really want to put it out because people's attention spans are so short. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, this person just dropped the album last week. No one's listening to it. And it was fucking dope. And this album was the greatest album 3 weeks ago, and now it's like number 20.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks. So what I was gonna ask you is when you guys are putting together your album that I'm sure you know is coming very soon. We'll get into that too. You know me, Mr. Exclusive guy.
Mr. Exclusive.
Mr. Exclusive. That's gonna be my next name, like Mr. Worldwide. Mr. Exclusive.
Oh, it's Mr. Worldwide.
How did you guys feel about that when going? Does that even cross your mind when developing your albums or putting it together? It's like, man, what am I doing? Like, should I put this many tracks? Should this song be this long or not this long? Or do y'all just let it be free? Like, or
Honestly, like we write from the heart, so we don't. Well, I can only speak for me.
okay.
I'll let you have your moment, but it's
I love the contract. You're like, I'm not gonna speak for you guys.
I can't.
I love it.
So, when I write and create an album, it is coming straight from my experiences I've observed, or something that I'm feeling.
Right.
And there is no intention beyond that than to reach someone who has experienced the same thing, observed the same thing, or provoke a different thought on a
Right.
perspective.
Yeah.
So if I could do that, then I'm good. Even if it's a few people, but that's not the goal.
And like I said,
Nice.
the beautiful balance is that like Hannah will live in that space more than
Yeah.
I'll live in that space. Like I'll live in that space, but not as long as she would. Because I'm like, all right, these songs are dope, but you gotta sell records.
Yeah,
And that's
exactly.
true.
You know?
I don't neglect it totally.
No, I'm not saying you
You know what
neglect.
I mean?
I think it's beautiful because it's like it's that contrast where it's like, all right, if I'm in this space, I know there's somebody else that's like, hey,
Yeah.
let's think about this angle and stuff like that. So when it comes to releasing that album, I think it's similarly to I'm gonna keep using you guys as an example because
Right.
I think what you do is like it's been inspiring. Like like for me
We
and you,
appreciate that, right?
and watching like I've been
It
inspired
is.
by your journey. Like I take notes,
Yeah.
I understand, I experience it. And it's like you want to create a story around the product. Like I can't be arrogant and be like, yo, my music is fire, like it. Just because my music is fire doesn't mean I deserve to have a hit.
Nope.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
Damn, that's humble as shit.
It's not-
That's humble as shit.
It's not owed to me. It's like if I'm a plumber, but I don't know how to fix your pipes, then I'm irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's a service. Music is a service.
blue collar work.
Exactly, the service.
Yeah.
That's real.
You know?
That's
And then
that's
you're like the more like practical. I know you have obviously a creative side, both
Yeah.
of you guys, but you are more like the practical, while she stays in the creative.
I don't stay in the creative.
Oh, okay.
Let's not put that out there like that. I don't.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a second shot.
I love it. He's like, no. But like when you're saying the contrast, but what I'm understanding is because you guys are saying you guys are completely different. Yeah. Where you guys say you guys how when it comes to creating, what is the differences in creating are different? What you would say where it works out for both of you and what two elements you guys bring to your music.
I think we're both very creative because that's just who we are as people.
Right.
I think it changes in the way we express ourselves.
Right.
And Hannah, I don't know, like for me, it's like I'm creative, but I'm also very intentional and like very just like compartmentalized in my thinking. So like everything is a moving piece, goes here, boom, 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 and that's just how I think. And it works. And then with how Hannah comes, I'll let her speak on that. It works.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's hard, man, because as an entrepreneur, you don't get to pick and choose.
Right.
It's really a matter of necessity. It's like, okay, what part of me is needed the most right now?
Yeah.
It's not what I'm feeling,
No,
what I
right,
do.
right.
I have to feel through what I got to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Either way, I got to feel.
Right.
That's authenticity.
Yeah.
But so it's a hard question to ask, man. 'cause-
I love it. I was just
Accountability,
like,
I
What-
think it's
yeah.
cool because Gianluca does see everything compartmentalized. It's like a chessboard, and that's something to admire. You want to live life like that, right?
Right.
But I see things from the aerial view. Like I see how it's going to look years from now
Exactly.
and how I want to be presented years from now. So right
Exactly.
now I'm gonna make this decision.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And and I would say that's why I even love, when you're saying my example, even while Artgoon Radio and doing this, I'm crazy. Like I have 1,000 ideas in one. Like ever since Reed's been meeting me, I've been pitching him ideas. Like, bro, I want to do this. I'm about to be a rapper. I'm about to do rapping this. Okay, tomorrow I'm about to do this. I'm about to
You
do
better
that.
come
I'm
up
about
on
to
the
do this.
open mic.
And then every time I was saying, but then
Slip
you're
that in.
You're comedy. So pop sessions, you already know it's coming
Yeah.
out. But but on some real shit. And then, but I needed you always need like people like Reem, or I need someone like Kel to be like, all right, Big C, but how are you gonna do it then?
Yeah.
What's the process? Like, okay, you want to do this. Everybody wants to do it.
Yeah.
Everybody
The
wants to.
talk is like, it's a lot of talk and there's a lot of gray area in speech. You got to implement action
Yeah.
and really like sit down and like organize a plan of something that's tangibly going to work.
And ask the hard questions. And I think that's where Gianluca and I balance each other out, because if he has a great idea, I'm like, okay, but how? And then if I have a good idea, he's like challenging me like on every angle of how it's going to work.
Yep.
And I think that's important.
But that's great. You guys have that relationship. Some people don't, especially in business.
Yeah.
That's how you reach.
There's no ego here.
That's how
That's
you
dope.
reach success, is asking that hard question.
And hold each other accountable.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Constructively, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Definitely good at that.
That's dope.
Yeah.
My bad. I was just getting this in. Hold on, my bad. I was setting this up. Nah, that was just a lot of gems. I was actually getting it in. My bad.
Oh, we're getting played off
My
stage.
bad. That was a lot.
Come in, band. Come in, band.
That Oscar
That's
music is like,
size.
And it's a wrap.
Well, all right, guys. That was enough.
cool.
All right, subtle, Big C. That was subtle. That was very subtle of you.
Hey, nah, real shit. Nah, real shit. Hey, nah, that was funny because I literally looked and I was like, okay, I got it. I just got the loop right. And I got excited. I was like, oh, all right. And then I said something and I forgot I was filming the thing.
That's that damn stizzy pin,
That's
nigga.
that fucking stizzy. Anyway.
That fucking vape
But
pin.
nah, real talk though, I appreciate the gems though. Nah, real talk, because you guys came basically from the mud. Like we would say, you know, you came from
That overseas
yourself.
mud is different.
Yeah,
It is.
from another
Shit is
country,
different, bro.
another country to here,
Yeah.
and you guys are building something that's authentic, real, and you're helping people that's from out here out.
Yeah.
So I thank you.
Yeah.
I'm saying someone that I'm speaking for, like, I'm from Southern California, and you guys are giving me opportunities in my playground.
Yeah.
So that's what it's about. That's a blessing.
Out the mud, baby.
Out the mud, man.
Yo, one thing I would say is, like, if I was talking to a guy the other day, he's from Cali. He said, I want to do some stuff in music. I said, well, bro, if you live with your mom in Riverside, you have to move to LA as if you're not from California.
Damn.
And then once you remove that concept of this is a
Comfortable
or a familiar place,
Yeah.
make it foreign. Make it be as foreign as possible, and you just work differently.
Right.
Because now it's a matter of necessity.
Yeah.
You know, and home isn't an option. Home is leaving this.
Yeah.
So you either go home to leave this, or you stay here to be present.
That's that true, like, adaptability talk right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only people from overseas can talk like that.
Right?
It is, bro, because that's the inspiring thing about their journey, you know?
Yeah, I definitely, man. So I appreciate that. I mean, so tell people with the Soul Pop Sessions, definitely where to get that. Where is that at first?
Okay, so soulpopsessions.splashthat.com.
Hello.
All right, the Lexington Bar, that is August 22nd.
August 22nd, starts at 8:30. It's $10 at the door. It's $7 online.
Hey.
Yeah, so if this doesn't drop before the 22nd, when's the next one's gonna be on the September?
Every
22nd.
fourth Thursday of the month.
Every fourth Thursday of the month.
Lexington Bar.
All right, so yeah, Lexington Bar in LA. You can Google that.
129 East 3rd Street.
You better.
Boom, boom, boom. Yes.
Also, man, tell the people where to find your music. Oh wait, where's that? Do we have a date on the album? Do we know what we're gonna do on the album? Wait, what's next? What's the future for Heritage?
When we find the date, you'll be the first to know.
Yeah.
Thank you for that answer, John. This nigga's always trying to get some exclusive. I knew what you was doing when you did it.
Mr. Exclusive.
I love it, man. But nah, I appreciate you guys definitely. And tell the people where they can find your music, videos, website, all that.
HeritageTheDuo.com. Heritage the Duo on Instagram.
Okay.
And that's all you need, really.
I feel that, man.
Fashion
You
Slayer.
can find everything right there.
Yeah, everything. Or Fashion Slayer. Go on Google and type in Fashion Slayer. It's the only song called Fashion Slayer.
Yeah, watch the video, leave a comment,
Yeah.
share it.
The video is fun, yo. It's fun. There's a lot of interesting things there. So go check it out.
Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna play Fashion Slayer at the end of the episode. As long as y'all don't flag me, and we can do it, okay? Y'all gonna tell the people to tell the
Just
people
make
to
sure
let it go.
you submit it to BMI. So
You better let them know. You gotta get your fucking streams on it. Nah, Nah, man, we're gonna play a clip. And if you want to hear the whole thing,
That's more than
Yes,
16
go buy it on
seconds.
iTunes.
go buy it on iTunes, go stream it on Apple Music, Tidal,
Yeah, Spotify.
Spotify.
Everywhere.
And get the merch. Get
Yeah.
the merch.
You can find that on our website,
HeritageTheDuo.com.
heritagetheduo.com.
Fashion Slayer, boom, boom.
I'm gonna get that in 3X. I need that custom.
You got that.
Yo,
Thank you,
got
see?
that.
You might have to buy that shaka and then like
See, Chassis, here you go,
Cut her
man.
at the seams.
yeah, we might have to like do an alteration for you.
Oh my God, man. But anyway, Hannah.
You got that. Though.
Hannah, I appreciate you for coming to Artgoon Radio, blessing us as always, man.
Bless.
I can't wait
Thank
till the
you.
next show. We're gonna kill it.
It's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be lit.
Definitely.
Gianluca, man.
Yeah.
As always, player. I appreciate you. You gave me no content out here, man. That's some real shit.
No lie, on some exclusive stuff, you just gave me an idea. I'm gonna say it on air because I want it to happen. Our Fashion Slayer shirts, customized by you, and you gave me the idea because of cutting at the seams and putting some tie dye and some UTV
Okay.
on the sides would be dope.
I'm
Y'all
with
heard-
it.
Y'all
Yo,
heard
let's
it.
collab.
Of course, that was already in the stars, man.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
there you
Oh,
go.
y'all see the smile on my face right now. I got my exclusive.
3X.
Fashion Slayer UTV
So
worldwide
take-
coming soon.
Heritage Duo UTV.
Heritage Duo UTV.
You better go.
You heard it here first.
Go get that shaka, bro. Go get that shaka. I got you.
For sure, man. But anyway, definitely for all your podcast needs, audio and visual, go to productiveculture.com/podcast. In the How Did You Hear About Us section, put in Artgoon Radio. And for all your clothing needs, go to UTV Clothing, Accessories, Swag. UTVlifestyle.shop. UTVlifestyle.shop.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Shop. That's
we
an
got
action.
that.
That's an action word.
UTVworldwide.com too.
UTVworldwide.com. Oh, the app is up
Yes,
on Google Play.
yes, sir.
So if you got an iPhone, we still waiting.
Yeah,
We here.
Wicked.
couple weeks.
Couple weeks. Oh yeah, Big Cali World 2 is out. Start to cut your promo out. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah, it'll be out in a couple weeks.
Oh, it's gonna come in a couple weeks.
Dope.
Yeah, I was gonna come.
You heard it here first. In a couple weeks, it's coming out, baby.
Yeah,
I'll come out in a couple weeks.
we got everything ironed out with the servers and everything, so everything good now.
For sure.
Yep. Oh, what?
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely go to BigCaliWorld.com. You can stream definitely Artgoon Radio and Big Cali World, my other podcasts on there also. It's all on
Yeah.
YouTube, every streaming service. iTunes got to get it together with Big Cali World, but we'll talk about that another
Come on
day.
to iTunes.
Come on, man. Come on. Who's the Tim Cook? You hear me? Is this camera? No, I'm messing with
That's why I be pumping the blackberries. All them hoops you gotta
See?
jump through.
Ooh,
All them
Yeah.
damn hoops.
Blackberry's
you.
dope.
Spotify ain't hating. Spotify with me. I love y'all. We're here. We're here, man. But anyway, man, I appreciate Productive Culture. I was going to say that too. JM came, I had a conversation with him earlier. I was like, man, your team is working so hard for both not only Artgoon Radio, for Big Cali World. He set my shit up, and if anybody knows me, I'm not the technical person.
At all.
So when I'm telling y'all this promo, they will hook your shit up. Like, I don't do a lot of this shit. I'm gonna tell you, we make it look great, but they are behind a lot of it. They're the backbones of this.
Yep.
So shout out Productive Culture, definitely. UTV Worldwide,
Yeah.
Heritage Duo, Fashion Slayer.
Yes,
Go
yes.
stream it. I'm about to play a clip, and it's the man with the plan. I ain't Clark Kent, but some of the ladies do call me Superman. It's your boy, Big Cali.
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 Yeah,
Out of
look,
breath,
he's
all
about-
that
yep,
fucking
he's about to
stiff
pass out. You good, bro?
I'm good.
You guys.
All right,
Go. It's Big Cali.
Kelly Cal, man. I'm in the building.
Rare Artgoon two-step, shorty, big dog. I forgot the rest. It's a new alias, man. I still gotta learn it.
Thank y'all again, man. Peace. Artgoon Radio.
She ain't no plain Jane, diamonds running through her veins, walking down the streets like she putting on a show. Strutting straight forward, no sidestepping. Nasty hoops on, is a woman she is repping. If the fashion is a game, she's the MVP player. Stop the naysayer, she is a fashion slayer.
I feel good in my Chelsea suede. Skinny jeans, Armani shades. Hair flowing in a breezy way, fresh. And we here to stay.
I feel good in my Chelsea suedes. Skinny jeans, Armani shades. Hair flowing in a breezy way, fresh. And we here to stay.
Hey mama, let's groove with it. Not too much, but get loose with it. Drop your hair and let's hit the floor. Dance. dance, dance, dance some more. It feels right when the beat go boom, bright lights. Now make some room. Girl, I came to sweat tonight. It's a celebration. We living life. Her pumps are lit, the fit is crisp. Her hair's legit, the girls are hit. Now forget the script, this ain't a show. Just flow with it. Come on. 1 step, 2 step, look back. 3 step, 4 step, who's that?
She's a fashion slayer.
She's a fashion slayer, huh? I feel good in my Chelsea suede. Skinny jeans, Armani shades. Hair flowing in a breezy way, fresh. And we here to stay.
I feel good in my Chelsea suede. Skinny jeans, Armani shades. Hair flowing in a breezy way, fresh. And we here to stay.
I feel good.
Got my Chelsea's on.
I look good.
Armani's on.
I feel fresh.
Ooh, that's my song.
Come on and dance till the start of the night. I feel good.
Got my Chelsea's on.
I look good.
Armani's on.
I feel fresh.
Ooh, that's my soul. She's a fashion slayer.
I feel good in my Chelsea suede. Skinny jeans, Armani shades. Hair flowing in a breezy way, fresh. And we here to stay.
I feel good in my Chelsea suede. Skinny jeans, Armani shades. Hair flowing in a breezy way, fresh. And we're here to stay.
You're tuned into Artgoon Radio, brought to you by UTB Worldwide. Download our app, available in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. It's just a lifestyle. Don't trip.